Electricity supply in Ireland's pretty fucked. And nobody to thank for this confuckery than Eamon Ryan and the Green Party and Fianna Fáil Fine Gael. They're just really fucked up the whole country. So it's going to be the 2026, they say. Because they fucked it up that much that I don't know how. I know what's happening across all of Europe, but they're just the biggest incompetent reforms you could put in anywhere. So basically, two of Ireland's largest plants, electricity plants, gas plants, are in operation. Isn't that great? Green Party are nice with the carbon taxes and all this. And now listen to the next bit. 70% by 2030 of our electrical grid is going to the data centres, going to the big international Twitter, TikTok. TikTok has the European headquarters in Ireland, and it's using up all the data, all the electricity is being used for that. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? They pay no tax, and they're literally leeching off our country. And that's by 2030. So it's going to last in the 2026 blackouts randomly throughout the weeks. Could be one on Monday, could be one on a Tuesday, could be one at the middle of the morning when you're getting ready to bring your kids to school. It could be just a blackout. And again, it's a great country. It's really, really just a great country. And there's nobody to blame but Eamon Ryan because he's fucking half asleep, fucking doing nothing. And again, he's letting these big international corporations come in here, pay no tax, literally pay nothing. And then they use the electricity grid. As again, it says by 2030, they use 70% of the electricity grid. Again, where's the rest? Because that leaves a very little for the whole rest of the country to go on. Hospitals, things like that. So the more worried about the big investors and getting a few checks in hand. Don't worry, the politicians will be alright. Don't worry, they probably have a special connection to some electricity plant. They probably have one for this now, so you know it. The VIP treatment comes first. And obviously heating and electricity, obviously with the price and the more demand on electricity, the more pressure on the electricity system, the prices are going to go up. So they say it could be €400 now. And families already, it's already been tough on families. Some have lost their jobs. It's tough. It's not easy on families, especially when you have kids and things. It's not easy to make ends meet. And then the government come along, hit you down straight away with €400 for bill for heating. You're heating yourself. You want to keep yourself warm. And now I do welcome. I give them benefit from this. I give them one benefit here. At least to put the fuel allowance, give them an extra few bob for the fuel allowance to elderly people and to people on social welfare and things like that. I give them that. I really will give them that. But at the end of the day, it's gone up ridiculously that everybody will be paying a huge amount for keeping themselves warm this winter. And it's just confuckery. It's just literally the biggest confuckery you could come up with. Especially coming into the dark evenings. I wouldn't mind if it's during the summertime. I would put up with blackouts. But during the winter time, the majority of the time of the evenings it's dark and you can't do anything. And you just come home and you just watch the TV and you do a few things. There's nothing else to do in the dark evenings. Really, really nothing else to do. I wouldn't mind the summertime. I'm nearly not in here nearly half the time. I'll be back nearly 10 o'clock and nearly 11 o'clock some nights. During the summer when there were long evenings. But in the winter time, there's not. It comes nearly to 4 o'clock. There's literally nothing you can do because it's so dark. It's dark all of a sudden and you have nothing to do. But again, it's the fuckery here. I know it's happening all across Europe, but in this country, they're brain dead. They're just really just brain dead, these people that are in charge. And then, I know a few people have said we should build a nuclear power plant. Now, how much would that cost the taxpayer to build a nuclear and leave these people in charge of a nuclear power plant? And remember what happened at Chernobyl. Again, nuclear power. Give this government a nuclear power plant. Give Eamon Ryan a nuclear power plant and say they take care of it. He'd fall asleep and he wouldn't know what to do with it, and then end up melting down and half the country polluted for the rest of our lives. That's what would happen if they put it, say, if God forbid, if they put it down in Kerry or Cork or Limerick or whatever, and the outskirts of Limerick or whatever, the whole of Limerick City probably become just a wasteland, like Chernobyl. Nobody could live there. There's so much radiation and things like that. And don't even start with the hassle with put on the health service, with radiation sickness, people dying of radiation sickness and things like that. Like, because even if it's, like, again, it can happen easily enough. Things can happen in a nuclear power plant that's very unpredictable. But it's just, like, really just, what can you say? And again, I'm waiting to see. I know the solution. I actually can think into their heads because these liberals are just not well. So what my solution I think they're going to come up with is they're going to go to China, right? And they're going to be like to China, please help us, and they're going to send some engineers or something over, and they're going to con us again. But that's what they're going to go. They're going to go and look for China, and they're going to say to China, we need help. Wouldn't you know it? Because him and Ryan, the Chinese, he never seems to be at home when the Chinese government are burning so much coal into the atmosphere. He's nowhere to be seen. 80 coal plants. Nowhere to be seen. Nothing to be seen. Not even a peep out of him to the Chinese ambassador saying to get out of the country, pack his bags very quickly, get on the plane and go away and never come back. Him and Ryan, I never heard him and Ryan say that. That's because he's half asleep, but you look at. It's just like, again, I can't emphasize that the incompetence here is. I say if you got somebody in primary school, they could actually run electricity system better. But again, it's this green kind of shite that they're trying to do. And again, I know it's important that we need to do different things. But again, what they're doing here very quickly, again, they didn't think. Again, the word in this country, they don't think. They just fucking just say, let's do it now. And then, they don't think of the outcomes. Again, Ireland. Thank you.